Tim Bailey, good to see you, man.
Good to see you too.
It's been a second.
Yeah.
You know, it's better than a minute.
Yeah, better than a minute.
That was good. Man, last time I saw you on tour, Ariana Grande.
Yes, sir.
Holding down a mad bottom.
Yeah.
Shaking booties left and right.
Oh, yeah.
You know, man, I'm going to tell you, I was moved by the show. I found myself dancing way too hard because of you. I think I think my L5 now is in my L6.
You got to be careful with that.
I'm telling you, man. Tell us about that tour, man. Tell us how'd you like it?
I had an absolute blast. An absolute blast every night, man, playing the best stadiums in front of some of the best fans, most receptive fans ever. And just doing what I love, man. I can't ask for anything more.
Yeah, you play it like you loved it too, Tim.
Yes,
you dug in deep, man.
Tell
us about yourself. Now, where are you from, Tim?
I'm from Kansas City.
Kansas City.
Kansas City. I actually learned a lot of the bass stuff and kind of got serious about the bass actually in Louisville, Kentucky.
Okay.
Spent a couple years of high school there, and that's kind of where I refined a lot of my skills and things like that before I moved back to Kansas City.
I got you.
So, yeah.
So, man, you grew up in that meat and potatoes bass world where you had to really play bass.
Oh, yeah.
Not just hold it. Not just tinkle around on the high notes. You know, you had to make it feel right.
Oh, yeah.
Man, I'm telling you, man. College in L.A., right?
College in L.A., yes.
Okay. Tell us about that experience, man, because you got a great education, a great background, obviously showing.
Yeah, I went to the Los Angeles Music Academy.
Cool.
Well, it was the Los Angeles Music Academy at the time. It's now the Los Angeles College of Music.
Okay.
It's been around for a little over 20 years now, I believe. Break off school from the Musicians Institute.
That's right.
And yeah, spent a year there and really got all I can from educators like Lynn Davis, Jerry Watts.
Gotcha.
Hussein Jeffrey.
Yeah.
A lot of those cats. So yeah.
Now you spent some time with Layla Hathaway.
Yes.
Yeah. So you understand support.
Oh yeah.
I mean, in that gig, there's not a lot of room for making a mess.
Absolutely.
And you really have to create on the spot at times to kind of carry that huge responsibility of being a real bass player.
Yeah.
You got all the great skills. That's cool. But what is that like, man, to go from playing with a singer that does the type of music of Ariana Grande and then the type of music that Layla Hathaway's doing? How do you balance those roles?
Well, they're both similar in the fact where you have to be sensitive to what the artist is bringing to the table and what your role is in that. They both are artists that sing and they project. There are times when they, like to get screamy, or if I could use that word, Layla, maybe not so much screamy, but she projects a little bit more. But they can both have a real soft, and their voices are like textures. Both voices like textures. So you have to be real sensitive with your bass playing in both of those situations, and know kind of when to be loud, aggressive, and know when to pull back. So I mean, it's an equal amount of listening.
Right.
As it is playing.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, you carry two roles, playing bass and also keyboards, or keyboard bass, for the sake of doing that. Any feelings on if bass players should do more of that? I mean, what do you think about that?
I believe it raises your stock if you do.
Okay.
If you're able to know your way around a keyboard, at least know your scales and things of that nature, it does raise your stock. A lot of today's music is produced electronically. And artists are going to want to hear 9 times out of 10 what's on their record and what was produced in the studio. So it will behoove you to learn a little bit of key bass,
Behoove. Did you hear
Big word of the day and probably the year. I don't have too many more.
Behoove. Don't know too many bass players even know what behoove means. Tim Bailey.
Yes, sir.
Man, you really do your thing, buddy. You really do.
Thank you, man.
And you speak wonderfully well for just the instrument itself. Now, of course, I'm glad you love TC Electronic, and you better. You know what I mean? I mean, it is the best stuff, and that's cool. But now, solo aspirations. We got a project coming up, man.
I'm being pushed to do it, so it's gonna happen soon.
That's good.
It's gonna happen soon. Yes, sir.
That's good. That's good. You've been an integral part of the TC Electronic Street team too, man. I'm gonna tell you, I get so many emails myself personally from younger players, even though Tim is ancient now at 22.
32. That's super ancient.
32.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's real old. Yeah, Social Security's calling on you soon, Tim. You know,
Let my brother tell it.
That's all right. Your stripping career coming up next is intact.
You know,
don't worry about it.
In the right shape all right. For it.
Come on, man. Put a pole up on that stage and hold bass. You got it, boy.
Hey, I got the moves.
Yes, he does.
No.
Well versed, man. Yeah, a lot of kids ask me all the time, what does Tim play? What does he do? How did he learn how to play in this particular style? So, man, I'm going to tell you, a lot of people are watching you, dude.
Oh, that's what's up. I'm going to be on my best behavior.
Well, I don't know if that's going to happen. Tim Bailey, best behavior. Tim, what's the W stand for in your name, man?
It stands for weapon.
Tim Bailey. Check him out on many tours. You'll see him around.
Yes,
so
sir.
Proud, man, of what you're doing, buddy, and all the great success going forward.
Thank you.
Just keep it low.
Yes, sir.
Keep it funky, nasty, beautiful. That boy got so many adjectives for what he does.
Dirty,
and
too.
Keep that pole greased up, baby.
That could go so many different ways. Let's not do that. Let's not do that. Gotta say hi to my wife. Wife, married.
Making your stock on stage go up. You can make that money. Don't need that money. It's like, Daddy, you gonna strip today? Yes, we gotta get that money, baby.
Oh man, you're killing me.
But Tim, a lot of questions all the time. You know, we got this cool question and answer Q&A thing that's going to go up on the Street Team page and all over the place. Mm-hmm. But they're going to be asking you a lot of different questions. Well, let's just start here. Give us a tip of the day, man. Give the great bass players out there something that works for you, something that you like to use.
Tip of the day, something I like to use. I don't know if anybody's ever talked about this before, but bass falls. Mm-hmm. I love to use them. I love to place them at the end of sections. And they're very important, very important. So, say we've got a 4-bar loop. I just might have turned it into 8, but. I mean, it's amazing how much something like that is probably overlooked and not really paid a lot of attention to, but it's essential, especially when it comes to people needing to know where they are in the song. A lot of times, some of us bass players might be the only ones that really know the format of a song.
That's a good point.
And so that, for me, is one of the ways that I'll kind of tell people, okay, this is the top, or this is the next section, you know, whatever. Did hear good, you know, hear a good one of those, and you know exactly where you're at.
Absolutely.
So.
And make sure you use the body language too. Do that move one more time, Tim. Tim Bailey, tip of the day. My man.
Yeah.